Back in September 2023, I made this video about the FPV planes I was flying. That was about 2.5 years ago, and a lot has changed since then. So these are the planes that I'm flying FPV now. I've got 9 different planes ready to go. And since that last video, I've retired a few planes. I've started using digital, and I'm flying a lot of 3D printed planes now too. We'll start with this one here. And this is a new plane since the last video, and this is called the Stormbird. And it's a 1.25 meter wingspan plank style flying wing with a single pusher motor. It's 3D printed. This one has a walk snail digital system for video. That's the GT version 1. It has ELRS 900 for RC control. And in here we've got a Maytech F405 wing flight controller, and that's running ArduPilot. So for a 3D printed plane, this thing flies exceptionally well. The guy who designed it certainly knows what he's doing. And this is a very fast and efficient plane, very easy to fly. And I use it for sort of medium range FPV flights, and I use it for night flying too. This has LEDs built into the wings. I'll show you the LEDs. So I've got 2 modes. I've got plain white, or I've got the navigation style green and red. And then NeoPixel strips wired up to an Arduino. The next plane, this is another 3D printed plane. And this is called the Nemesis. That is a 1.2 meter wingspan, forward swept wing, using a pair of tractor motors. And this is a 1.2 gigahertz analog video setup. I haven't actually used this analog setup, and I actually use the same canopy from the Stormbird. You can swap them out, and I actually fly this with digital too. And this has the same 900 ELRS for RC, and it's got a Maytech flight controller running iNav. And the forward sweep of this plane is what makes it special. Forward swept wings give you an extra level of stability, and this thing is almost impossible to stall too. This is a very gentle plane, and I've got it set up with very low rates too, so it's a very easy plane to fly. So I use it for FPV missions, formation flights, and with iNav I do autonomous waypoints. Next plane. This is a very old one. This is the Reptile Harrier S1100. So that's an 1100 mil wingspan, rearward swept flying wing, and that's using a pair of pusher motors. Now this is quite an old setup. This has got 433 easy UHF for RC control, 1.2 gigahertz for video, And inside here is an Eagle Tree Vector flight controller. Now I don't fly this one much anymore. As you can tell, it's all covered in dust. I've been thinking about retiring it, but it is a pretty good plane. Maybe I need to put it on 6S or do waypoints with it and give it some new life. Next plane. This is the Reptile Dragon version 2. And that, I think it's a 1.2 meter wingspan, twin tractor motor. And this is an old setup too. This is 433 easy UHF. 1.2 gigahertz for video. There's the VTX. There's another Eagle Tree Vector stashed down the back there somewhere. And this plane uses a GoPro session in the nose, and that gives me very smooth formation chase footage. I run the footage through a stabilization program, and yeah, this is my #1 plane for formation flying. This is a very good all-rounder. It flies with a big 4-cell 5000, so you get some long flight times. And yeah, it's a very good plane, nice durable foam. That's a keeper. Next plane, this one here. This is the XUAV Talon Pro. So that is a 140 centimeter wingspan. And this plane is pretty much just used for long range flying. It's got a single pusher motor with a V-tail. And this has got my old setup too, which is easy UHF, 1.2 gigahertz for video. And inside here is another Eagle Tree Vector. So I don't fly this plane very much. I've never really been a big fan of it, to be quite honest. It never really flew as good as the original Mini Talon. And I just keep it because it's very good for long range flights. I've had this out to 50 kilometers. But I reckon I could push it a bit further if I bought some new batteries. This is a Mini Talon. So not your regular everyday Mini Talon. This has been modified. So this is another new plane, or a new old plane since the last video. And this has a pair of tractor motors with wing extensions. So that takes the wingspan out to 1.6 meters. This uses 5.8 for video analog. And it can fly with some huge batteries. It has a SpeedyBee flight controller running iNav and 900 ELRS for control. And the idea behind this plane is to set it off on an autonomous waypoint and then chase it with a second plane. And I'll be putting, I haven't done this yet, but I'll be putting the GoPro session into the tail so I can get some really good quality footage. This Mini Talon was originally set up for VTOL as a quad plane, but yeah, it's been converted back to a traditional fixed wing. And next plane, this is the XUAV Mini Goose, or the Snow Goose. This is by far the biggest plane that I've got in the collection. So this has about a 1.8 meter wingspan. It's a V-tail. Twin tractor motors. And since the last video, I've made a few changes to this plane. I now use this not only for formation flying, but I use it for night flying as well. Now this has an analog video setup, and I use this black and white nighttime camera from Runcam. And even though it is black and white, you still get a very good picture, and it's very good for flying at night as long as there's not too many clouds. It uses either 5.8 or 1.2 for video. I can swap between the two. Easy UHF for control. And here are the LEDs. And I've got a strobe light there too. And there's LEDs on the bottom too. So this would probably be my favorite plane. I would have flown this thousands of kilometers already. It's been smashed and fixed. I just love it. It's a big, stable, gentle, easy plane to fly, and it can shoot some really good video. Next plane is a new one, and this is another 3D printed plane. This is called the Eliminator. And this is another forward swept wing. This is a 900mm wingspan with twin tractor motors. These are the AOS Supernova 2207 motors. And this has walk snail digital on it. No flight controller. I just fly this one dangerously. And this plane, the Eliminator, is designed purely for speed. And this has been flown, not my plane, but somebody else has had it out to 360 kilometers an hour, which is just totally insane for a printed plane. I have just ordered myself a set of new 6L lipos, and I'm hoping to break 300. And the last plane in the collection. This is a special one. This is called the Marauder. This is 3D printed. It's just short of a 1 meter wingspan. It has a pair of twin tractor motors, but this thing is a bit different because it's set up for VTOL. These are thrust vectoring motors. And this uses walk snail digital and a ELRS 900. And inside here, we've got a Maytech Wing F405 V2. And that's using RG Pilot. So the RG Pilot is what gives it the VTOL functionality. 3D printed planes are very fragile. You can't fly them everywhere, and they do smash up quite easily upon landing. But the VTOL with this plane, it allows you to catch it by hand, or just gently drop it onto the ground. I've just recently started flying this one. I'm busy tuning it, but already it is a fantastic plane. It flies with a big 6S1P lithium ion. They are the Molicel P42 cells in there, so you get a huge flight time as well. This thing is probably good for 50 kilometers, and that has been a lot of fun. Really enjoy flying that one. So that is it. That is my collection of FPV planes for 2026. And coming up shortly, I will be fixing this one. That's the Heron sailplane. That just needs a new flight controller put into it. And another 3D printed one I'm working on. This is called the Interceptor. 1 meter wingspan, twin tractor motor. That'll be fast and that'll be a lot of fun, FPV.